You want the wedding, you want the dress, you want the ring, but it's like, sticking around. Like I say, it's always that he might cheat. We throwing it on the table, right? You might cheat. He might be broke. He might be sick. He might be paralyzed. This could be on both sides. It's like we don't want to deal with those. We just want to deal with the highlights. What are we talking about? Marriage is for better or for worse. I'm just saying. That's why people are running away from it, because they don't have the stamina. It's just that simple.
I think the problem is that men need to understand that they got to be the ones that change their outcomes. They keep focusing on the wrong person in this equation. We as a collective, we got to change the mental shift on how we communicate with the people outside. So if it's good for to say that these black women can't find a good black man, that there's something wrong with them, it got to be the same on the other side as well. That all these black men that's out here complaining, say they cannot find no dateable black woman, it is something wrong with those men. And since I'm a man that came from the bottom, -0, -5 I'm from Brownsville, New York, where I ain't supposed to have no family. I ain't supposed to make it past 18. I was outside and doing a whole bunch of nonsense. And I could change. I know the difference between that person and who I am now is because I had that mentality shift. I changed my mindset. And therefore, once I changed that, my outcomes changed. Whether it was dating, whether it was career-wise, whether it was me starting a business, all these things change with a mind shift. And we can't keep ignoring the fact that men need to change the way how they communicate, the way how they think, if they want better outcomes in relationships. That's just one of the outcomes that they're going to have to concede to, and understand that everybody is not lying on us.
If black men wanted better outcomes, and they would stop being so fiercely loyal to black women and seeing them as our primary source of connection, as you have. That's why they'd be successful. Because when black men date outside their race, they do tend to get a higher category of women, especially for the desirable men. But what I can concede to you is this. There is a lot wrong with men who are complaining in general about not being able to find a good woman. But what that thing is, seems to be common amongst all of those men, is that they don't have the traits, nor the status, or any of the other things that the women look for. So to True's point, where he said a lot of women are out here saying what they want, all that is an aspiration. They're not basing what they want and what they're attracted to based off what they deserve, the work they've put in, the research they've done to find, say, hey, sir, you're the kind of guy I would like to marry. What do you expect from your wife? They don't ask those questions because they think that all they have it is already within them. And the reason why they think that is because of other women telling them that, and men who have the commentary you do. So we're not saying be hard on women, but what we are saying is to hold everybody accountable equally. And I don't see that in your conversation, because there's a lot of things that men are doing that are exceptionally better than black women. For example, black men in general, we don't automatically assume that a woman is going to get is going to be the masses. We like to tell ourselves we're going to be different because our ego is attached to it. So we'll say, hey, you know what? She may have been like that with him, but she'll be like that with me. Oftentimes, these average men are finding out that woman is the exact same way. There's not very much different from one man to the next. So, for those men, those are the same ones that you probably hear talking about. There ain't no good women left because, again, they keep going and striking out with women. So it's not fair, or it's not even, it wouldn't even be a fruitful conversation to have, nor a prescription to say that, well, we need to go start asking women what they want when they don't control anything other than what goes in between their legs.
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing?
Ay. My bad.
Okay.
My bad. Sorry.
Thought I was flying on that invisible jet for a minute. Can you see me? I thought I was flying on that invisible jet. No, for real. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me center myself. So, and listening to the video, she was 39 years old, right? I don't have any problem saying my age and my stage. I'm 41. Like, we're like 2 years off. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm part of the new generation. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's like the 20s and the early 30s for me. The point that I'm making is she said she had frustrations with the current generation. Why do you have a frustration with the current generation? You're 39. What was your experiences, like Mont was saying, with the previous gentleman that you all were with? Like Willie always said, like, it doesn't matter how many men she was with. It was the common denominator. That's her. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like that subconscious, oh, well, my cousin told me when I was a kid I was going to end up with a white man. So now it's that, I guess I'm going to do it now. but you only want the white men now. She didn't say Hispanic men, she didn't say Asian men. She like it was just white men. So again, I'm just trying to pinpoint and hear what she was saying, but what she wasn't saying.
Hold on, Miss Pearl, did she say white men or did she say just outside of her race?
We
Like,
know what she was talking about.
I mean, she was
that's
saying
fair.
that she loves black men. She was leaning towards dating outside her race, but she was saying like her cousin was saying like she was eventually gonna end up with the white man. I was again, that's like subconscious for me because she kind of pointed that out. She didn't say specifically anybody else. Maybe that was just me. The point that I'm making is what you all were saying. She didn't hold herself accountable for those failed relationships. It's not like she's just gonna go and get with these white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever the man is, and magically she's gonna have this relationship that she couldn't have with the black men previously before. I don't think the issue was the black men. I think it's her. I think the current generation is just seeing a lot of our failures and maybe they're just not interested in dealing with that. Again, maybe I said before, we don't say enough of the truth. You want to keep glamorizing and sensationalizing when the truth is, like I said before, a lot of us just have these relationships. We have sex. You get with the guy. You don't have necessary vetting conversations. You don't ask through the gate if he even wants to be married. You just expect and assume because you either look a certain type of way or he's with you, you have sex with him, you have the kids, y'all been together 5, 10, 15 years, that he's eventually just going to marry you. Yet you see it's not going where it's supposed to be going. You can hear in the conversations that he's saying, this is what I want to do in the future. There's a lot of signs that we miss, and there are a lot of men too that do that same thing. And this is that codependency that I talk about. A lot of us are just so quick to latch on to something and somebody. You just need to be by yourself for a while, develop who you are, understand what you want, find your purpose. We're so busy trying to find partners. You're not even supposed to be finding a partner. Find who you are first, and maybe you will attract that person naturally. Maybe that's your problem. And then, like I said, you get with people and it's not going the right way, and don't now one of y'all want to leave because one or the other is benefiting too much. It's just too much of the unnecessary. Let me see if I can go back to something else because I'm finna land. Y'all don't want to be talking that much. But Mont made a really good point when he asked if the young ladies who want to be married are centering themselves around married-minded people. They're not. They just want the married people to tell them the great things about the marriage, but not all the troubles, not all of the issues, not all of the stability-wise things. It's like I said before, you just want the benefits. Like True was saying, you want the wedding, you want the dress, you want the ring, but it's like, sticking around. Like I say, it's always that he might cheat. We throwing it on the table, right? You might cheat. He might be broke. He might be sick. He might be paralyzed. This could be on both sides. It's like we don't want to deal with those. We just want to deal with the highlights. What are we talking about? Marriage is for better or for worse. I'm just saying. That's why people are running away from it, because they don't have the stamina. It's just that simple. Everybody wants to keep hopping in these new relationships because it's that honeymoon phase. And that's what True was saying. Once the real you was supposed to come out, hell yeah, you gonna run because ain't nothing there. But you can always perform for the next person. So now they created a circus full of clowns and performers. That's why the dating pool is full of shit. But if you real and you solid, that doesn't change. You're gonna attract and you're gonna stick with what you want. So again, a lot of people are in these relationships because they don't know how to get out of them, because they don't want to get out of them, because where they gonna go. You see what I'm saying?
Miss Pearl said a couple seasons ago, she said, if your dating pool is shit, why are you staying in it? And nobody ever takes that into consideration. If you swear your dating pool is so bad, do something better. Do something to get into a better pool. And unfortunately, the only people who seem to do that mass are men, because we know what to do. Go get money, get some muscles, or get tattoos, have a nice car, be emotionally safe, and shit like that. Women, you can tell them all day, we don't give a fuck about you going to school. We don't give a fuck about your accolades. We don't give a shit about your career goals. What are you soft? Are you nurturing? Are you going to be safe for me? Are you coaching? Are you able to are you able to follow? Are you respectful? Are you governed by your logic, or are you governed by emotions? The things that we care about, women intentionally disregard because they don't have them. The women who don't disregard them are the ones those things come with. And those women are not single. They're married and put the fuck up.